York session here. Usually I will record some sort of game plan pre-session, but I'm just gonna kind of do that and honestly just speak everything that comes to my mind as though I'm just thinking it and just fucking upload this, because why not? Yeah, usually there's gonna be no structure to this. I'm literally just gonna talk as though I'm thinking, so yeah, usually I don't trade counter MTF when the MTF is vertical, which it kind of is, but we have been ranging a little bit the last couple of hours. Lots of buying pressure out of that area. New hourly candle just opened, pretty much immediately drove bearish. There's simply not enough volume to justify a trade yet, but if we overextend into this area here, I might take a quick buy, we'll see. This is the seconds chart. I'm not sure whether that's even being recorded or not, or whether my recording is still on TradingView, but I have the seconds chart open right now. 15 seconds. Yeah, I mean, simply can't take anything right now, just because the volume's so shit, but yeah, we'll see what happens. It's obviously tempting to jump into something like this, reaction to a low, super extended to the downside, but when you're trading counter MTF, you simply have to wait for pullbacks to extremities, in my experience. You need to be like overly patient when trading against a vertical MTF like this. So see what we're working with here. That was some shit from last night. Yeah, I mean, that's brutal. That's brutal. I don't like this buying pressure, to be honest. I want us to extend to the downside, but because now this move is filled, no sense in entering that. That's another thing when trading counter MTF is you need room to move on the lower time frames. If the lower time frame move is filled, you shouldn't enter. Pretty much all the time. Pretty much every time. DXY, I forgot to mention that. Coming into some highs, some hourly highs. Kind of like a middle time frame range. I'd really like that to extend, and I would like that to extend hopefully around 30 minutes into the hour, but we'll see if it happens to rip down within the next few minutes and everything's checking out. Then we'll get on the seconds and the tick chart and look for an entry. Now I do have CTrader up on my other monitor, so you guys won't be able to see the actual entry because I don't know how to record that shit yet. But yeah, we'll work on it. There's literally, oh shit. Okay, this is actually really good volume. We'll see what happens here, but that actually looks decent. Just LTF structure wise, it's not really the smartest because everything's filled. But obviously when you get a little volume spike like that, it is tempting. Then again, like we did one right there. I guess that was on open, but hoping nothing comes of this, but that was just a really, once again, I don't know if you can see I know you can't see my tick chart. That was just a ridiculous shift in tick volume, and probably could have entered on the pullback. Kind of a lower time frame retest, as well as a low time frame retest. Of course, within the bottom of this range as well. DXY coming into some highs, but I was wanting that overextension. Yeah, like at this point, I definitely could have taken this, but it's what it is. Realistically, probably would have got in there, and TP probably below this high, but whatever. Timing just seemed unfavorable. No pullback is crazy though. One thing to notice, we did retest it was a nice little 15-minute level here. Oh shit, I guess it doesn't really mean much, but you can see the volume shift on the higher time frames though. Just the volume in which this pullback occurred with respect to this external structure compared to this pullback with respect to this external structure. So that's just one of those little indicators you can use that we probably are going to get a bit of a retrace, as well as just the timing. It's towards the end of the day. Typically the last few hours of New York session just kind of slowly, trendily retrace any sort of large move that earlier New York and later London had. So just stacking a bunch of generalizations on top of one another. That's why That's why I'm looking for buys right now, as well as just overall higher time frame relativity, obviously. Depending on how this pullback is, we might get something, but the move I wanted was filled, which is kind of annoying. It definitely lowers the probability. Like realistically, I still want that. Obviously, this is smoothed over. There would be a shift in there. I'm not just gonna fire, but yeah, I mean something like that would be ideal. Now I'm not gonna enter on this pullback because, especially when trading against a vertical MTF, once the move is filled, like it's done. I have no interest in trading a continuation against price's direction. It just doesn't make sense. If you're trading against price's direction, you want to be catching that initial move. If you're trading with overall direction, then you can trade continuations a little more leniently, but we'll see. We'll probably retest this extremity, and it'll be really tempting to enter, but probably won't do it unless there's some overwhelmingly obvious volume that comes in. But nothing about this is looking that attractive right now. I just don't need that. But yeah, I'm just gonna chill out. Honestly, probably watch some looks maxing edits here.
Girls, Freddie, are you ready? Well, this is how I'm. What are you doing? Stop it! Stop! You're gonna hurt
someone. Holy shit. I open Instagram and one of the first reels I see is an AI video of a German shepherd standing on its hind legs using a surface-to-air missile, like shooting at houses and shit. That's crazy. I'm gonna link that actually in the description. That's fucked. I guess one thing we could look at right now is, let's say, like, from like 12.15 to 2:20, and I guess, yeah, bullish recently. It's nice we are extending up into that area. And despite that, struggling to move bearish. So, yeah, we might actually get a buy entry just with that DXY defiance here. That would be pretty nice. I guess we were 12.15 to 1, we were defying unfavorably, but, and what that means is just that gold's universal value was decreasing with more meaningful strength than DXY's value was decreasing, I guess. And that's why we'd be moving bearish on gold, even with a bullish DXY. But yeah, nothing. There's just no volume to go off of, man. Ooh, that's nice. Actually, I really like that. We'll see what happens here on this response. DXY is still just chilling in that AOI. Overall, would consider high time frame bullish on DXY, but coming into an area where you could expect a bit of a retrace and beginning to range out, so $225. See, I am on alert here. So if gold does get some sort of breakout volume, I will probably enter buys. Keep retesting this low, rejecting, but can't seem to break either, so this trade would be kind of against plan 2, trading against the vertical MTF, but I don't know, I just feel like trying it out, and if the immediate low time frame volume looks good and we have room to move, then it's like, you know, at the end of the day, low time frame and low time frame relativity definitely matters most, because we're really just guessing where price is going to go within the next literally few minutes. So if you're ever overthinking your strategy, or at least if I'm ever overthinking my strategy, I always loop back to the fact that literally all I'm doing is just making a guess on where price is going to go within the next few minutes. That's it. Yeah, I actually underbuys there. It just looked pretty decent. We'll see what happens. It's really just the tick response. The XY is kind of breaking out to the upside though, so that's not ideal. This is looking like it will probably get stopped out, but it is what it is. There's just no buying volume. But yeah, I like taking really just snappy reactive entries like this. Just really quick low time frame moves and like off of overextensions. Of course into extremities with good relativity, but yeah, this is looking like it. I don't know, honestly, I really don't know. Oh shit, okay, that's solid. TP is at about 05. Ooh, that's not how we want the 30-minute candle to open, Jesus Christ. See, what is it? It's something, it's honestly just about a 1-to-1. Nothing crazy. But these are the little moves I like. You can kind of just trade how you want. As long as you're taking natural entries and all your entries look quite similar. Wow, we're really getting edged right now. A little bit further. That resistance is not looking the best, but dude, we're literally like less than a pip. Oh my god. If I was a pussy, I would have closed right there, but there's literally resistance right at my TK there. Realistically, that'll probably go, yeah, but this is what it is. Solid trade, decisive entry. Really no structure shift here, but it was just based off the influx and buying volume, really. After that immediate overextension and just stacking gold's relativity with DXY's relativity, gold's relativity across multiple time frames, really. Also stacking the fact that we were right around the 30-minute candle. We were within this, so Yeah, that's a pretty, I mean, low time frame wise, that's a pretty standard trade for me. Middle time frame wise, this was a little bit out of character, just given how vertical we are. But once again, just to reiterate, when you are trading against a vertical MTF, you really need to be taking entries at extremities that, like, you've historically seen immense buying pressure out of. So, like here, a bad entry, at least in my opinion, middle time frame wise, would be like a counter vertical MTF wise would be like a buy rate here. It did end up working out, but this just looks brutal in my opinion, because, you know, it is a little bit deceptive due to that technical shift to the upside. I guess we can just call that the shift to the upside. And we pull back, but the volume in which we're pulling back is just way stronger than any of this. And then we're also like not even 50% pulled back. If you want to be trading with this move against that vertical external, you'd want to be trading out of this area. Then you'd want to be waiting for some sort of volume shift. But yeah, not bad. I'm happy with that.